Today we're looking at a product that was sent to me by the folks at Epic Water Filters in Boulder, Colorado, guys. I don't accept a whole lot of things to look at and endorse, and I have not tried this yet, but what I can say is, if you're a Texan and you fly fish, you may just not realize you need a water filter like this. Let me tell you why. Number one, if you're going to altitude in Colorado, and I mean altitude now, it takes you a while to get there and you need water while you're up there. You want to be as close to the source as possible. That's one reason. I don't know how many reasons I've got a few. Another reason is if you're going to any of the state or national parks, the water usually is pretty rough, you know. It's treated water, but it's got a certain je ne sais quoi to it that you can't quite put your finger on. You know it's clean, you know it's filtered already, purified, but it tastes like pipes. Down at South Padre Island when I was there, the water always tasted like sand, and then it had high silica content. We measured it, and it had high silica. So that's the reason, those two reasons as a fly fisher. For me, there's another reason. I might come up with even more as I go along this video. There's another reason, and that is I want a good filtration system inside my Airstream, my vintage Airstream. This company, Epic Water Filters in Boulder, makes under the sink water filtration, which looks, I have just looked at it on the website. I'll put a snapshot of the website on here, which looks like it might work in the Airstream. So we're gonna, if I like this and this thing works, we're gonna hit them up for something for the Airstream. Remember, local Airstreamer. What I really like, just at the first glance, is these guys put all the information about what's in here on the front of this. So right here, what you've got is, and I got my notes right here. Sorry if that's bugging you. It's bugging me. What I've got here is the dual 2 filters, one for it's called everywhere filter for fresh water, used with any fresh water, okay? So that is from tap water down to your high mountain stream water in heights, the 9 to 11,000 where I used to go in Colorado when I was backpacking back in the day and fly fishing at altitude. That's you guys that are going to Colorado. I don't know why you go to Colorado, there's no water there. But anyway, that's for you guys. Second one is every tap filter, which is a little less filtration, I'm sure, but it definitely, see right down here, it definitely is probably less filtration, less any kind of off flavors you might get from the other filter. And you just put water that you get, you know, I don't even bother when I go to like TPWD parks to take water out of their taps and their park sites that have electric and water, because the water is, I'll bring my own, it's already filtered, purified, and whatever, because it's always so bad in the parks. And that's where we're going to go. When we finish this, we're going to go out to a TPWD park. I'm going to load some water in the filter, the filtered water filter, everyday tap water, and try it before and after I filter it. So I have not opened this package. This one comes with a bottle. Another great thing about this, I mean, I get a lot of offers, people. A lot of offers from like Chinese companies. I had one the other day that's hilarious, okay? This was funny. They sent me an offer to do a video review on YouTube channel of their mosquito clothing. So I'm like, okay, what is this? I mean, we got plenty of mosquitoes. I got the fan turned on high right here. We got so many mosquitoes. Well, their idea of mosquito clothing for Texas is these African nets like you saw at the turn of the 20th century, not the 20th to 21st, but 19th to 20th century. Nets going on here, full armor going on here with mosquito repellent clothing, tops and bottoms and all that. Probably loaded with DDT. Who knows? Coming from China, I don't know. But anyway, I declined. You know, I'm still, I got the offer for the Ford truck, and that's coming from Alvin. He's just going to let me use it. Alvin Dedeaux is going to let me use his Ford truck after he's done with it. And you know, Alvin's got mini bikes and every YETI cooler made by mankind. Alvin's a good guy. He deserves all the things they give him. You know, he's a good guy. So, bully to Alvin, send me that Ford truck. I could use it this weekend while my Toyota 4Runner at 300,000 miles is getting a little work done by me in my driveway. I deviate. I get off subject. Let's open this thing up, see what we got. There's no telling. Oh, it shows the contents. Let me just tell you what the contents are on this guy. 1 everywhere filter, 1 every tap filter, 1 easy sip lid, 1 safeguard lid, 7 straws of different lengths. Big benefit here, and Alvin will like this. He doesn't have one of these. Alvin does not have one of these. Big benefit. Compatible with Hydro Flask 32 and 40 ounce, Nalgene wide mouth 32, 48 ounce, Thermoflask 24, 32, 40 ounce bottles, Simple Modern Iron Flask and Takia 32 and 40 ounce bottles, YETI Yonder 25 ounce and 34 ounce bottles. Those are the plastic ones, I think, and I'm pretty sure I've got one. I'm gonna have to go get it and see if it works. Camelback Shoot Mag 25 ounce, 32 ounce, and 50 ounce. Camelback, you know Camelback. Hydrocell wide mouth let's try that again. Hydrocell wide mouth bottles, 32 ounce and 40 ounce bottles. And it says also, this number 550 right here, that is the number of single-use plastic water bottles this replaces. I don't allow plastic water bottles on my Skiff, and no right-thinking Skiff runner guide should be carrying plastic bottles. It doesn't make any sense for many reasons. Number one is it's more expensive than bringing a Hydro Flask or a YETI with water in it, right? Much more expensive in the long run. Pollution also. So you guys, all you fly fishers who are carrying plastic bottles, shame on you. Shame on you. Let's see what's in here. This will be the first opening of this. Bink. All right. I've never opened this before. I've had it for a while. You guys over at Epic Water Filters, I'm sorry it's taking so long for me to get to this. Whoa. Look at all the more information printed on the inside here. So this is really nice the way they compiled the information on the box. Got a sticker. You know, I'm gonna put that on the car if this works. These are the filters. I thought they were gonna be gigantic. They're pretty small actually. Look at that. There's a filter. Here's a filter. The blue filter is the every tap filter. The white top is the everywhere filter. That means tap water or mountain water. At altitude, people, as high and close as you can get to the source, you know. 2 different lids, because they did send me a bottle. I'm gonna show you the bottle. 2 different types of lids, and I'll figure those out eventually. And a bunch of straws. Straw cheat sheet. Okay, so the straws, it has a cheat sheet inside here that tells which straw works for which bottles. So it also gives instructions on the filters, storage, uses and cleaning, and if you want a free filter, snap a photo of your bottle so you can actually put something on Instagram, tag it with Epic Water Filters, and remember, it's www.epicwaterfilters.com. We're going to find out if this thing actually works. Let's open up my super special that they sent me. Designer style water bottle. And it's already got a lid on it as well. And it's got something inside of it. Alright, let's see how this works. This is going to be interesting. So what it says is it removes up to 200 tap and outdoor water contaminants. That's another thing. Let me look at my notes. There's one really important thing that you need to know about this, and that is that This has a National Sanitation Foundation Seal of Approval. NSF, National Sanitation Foundation, been around since 1944. These guys approve this as a sanitary and effective, apparently. It's got all kinds of, if you check the website, it's got all kinds of approval on it. So that turned me on too, man. It's not some Chinese company throwing something out there. This is an American company. Or even here it says made in the USA. Do we like that or do we not like that, made in the USA? So this, how do I put replacement filter there? That's my replacement filter. There's the other filter. Now we got to put all this together. So there's something inside here. Let's see what we got. This may be what works actually for this actual. Now this is another filter, and I get how this thing works. So here's how it works, people. That's basically a top shelf Nalgene. It says Nalgene on the bottom. This is one of the good Nalgenes, BPA free and all that. So what you do is, I'm just gonna wing it here, okay? Let's just wing this and see what happens. Open sesame. Yeah, it's a little bit of trash. Totally compostable, they say. Let's see what happens. So we open this. Okay. There's a filter already in there. The blue filter is every tap filter. So we've got two of those with us. All right, got that. Now what we do is lock it in there like that. And then what? All right, that's locked in. This filter works best when media has been pre-saturated. So we got to pre-saturate this before I go out there and fill it up. To activate the filter, please soak in a water bowl, filter water for 5 minutes. If you don't have access to filter water, please run water over the outside of the filter via your tap. Do this for at least 60 seconds. In absence of both of the options, you can also fill up your water bottle and install the filter a regular way and let the filter sit at the bottom. Fill up your water bottle and connect the filter to the straw like you normally do. I don't normally connect the filter to the straw, but that's what we're going to do. So the filter, here's how it works. Ah, I see. I see. Like this. So this is the one that was actually here. There's that. Now this will connect to this, like this. Like that. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks a little, yeah, I think it'll be fine. Now what we do is we're gonna soak this guy. The filter goes all the way down into there. I mean the straw goes all the way down into there. It's a lot of pieces and parts. We're going to soak this filter, guys, and then I'm going to reconvene out at a TPWD park, taste some TPWD water. I'm going to soak it here. I'm going to soak this here. I'm going to soak it here. We're going to go out to a TPWD park, taste the water out of one of those crazy campsites. We're going to go ahead, see what it tastes like without a filter, and then we're going to put the filter to it. The everyday, all kinds of water, not all kinds of water, every tap water filter, not an everywhere filter, every tap water filter, and see if we can taste the difference. So what happens is we're sucking water through the filter and into our mouth. I like that idea a lot. Let's see how it works. Alvin, if you're listening and watching, send me that Ford truck, will you? I need to borrow it for a day or two. All right, let's go out. Let's go check out the park and see what we can find in the way of water out there and filter it and then see what happens. Let's go, guys. Epic water filters. The real test is about to come. All right, let me start by telling you where I am. I'm at a fish cleaning station about 40 miles north of Dallas-Fort Worth, near a lake. And I kind of decided to, instead of making it an easy test on water inside the park at the lake, which the water's being circulated a lot right now because there's a lot of people at the park, and there's a lot of water going through the system. I decided to make it a bigger challenge and make the Epic water filter system really take the test, put it to the test. Now, as I said earlier, there's only a couple reasons for a Texan to want one of these. One is to have good water at the campgrounds and camping and hiking and things like that, which is a very viable reason, of course, because that all combines with fly fishing here in Texas. And the second reason is if you're going to Colorado or someplace like that at higher altitudes, but you would switch out to the other filter, which is the everywhere filter. So today we are using the every tap filter. So it's every tap water. Now what I have here in this fish cleaning station is, it's abandoned. So it doesn't get used. The water just sits in the pipes. And we're going to go through putting some water in here, and then testing the filter. Now, what you don't know about the filter, which is really cool, is the different straws it comes with are for different size bottles. So it pushes that filter all the way down. This is an on-demand filter, okay? This filter only filters when you suck the water through the filter. I think that's really cool. So it just sits in there. Don't drink that, but I'm going to try it. You're gonna suck it through the straw, and that is the only way you're gonna get filtered water out of this bottle. Okay? I bet it won't taste like iodine. So let's get a sample of the water, and we'll put the filter inside the actual housing there. I'm gonna let a little water run through this, just to be fair to the water here. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, this is drinkable water. It's got a lot of air in it, in the line. It smells like a swimming pool. Very chlorinated smelling. It smells just like a swimming pool, so they're chlorinating this stuff, obviously. And you can see it's starting to clear at the bottom now. That was just air bubbles, I'm sure. All right, so we got that. Let's take the filter. You're going to take this off. You've pre-soaked your actual filter. You put it on there like that. Put this housing on. Twist it to tighten it. Put it in just like this. I got stuff blowing around because this is Texas. And we got wind. We got. Let's see what happens here, Texas. All right, that water's kind of clear at the bottom. The filter's right against the bottom, just perfectly done in this Nalgene. See, it's got the Nalgene symbol on it. So you're getting a whole lot of bang for your $60 with multiple filters, a bottle, multiple lids to fit different kinds of bottles. And now I've had the list of bottles it fits down in the description. It fits a bunch. So I really think it's a value, but does it work? Does it work? We're going to find out. I'm kind of scared. I should have tasted it before. Let me taste it before, just to be totally scientific about it. So it hadn't been filtered. It's just that filter's just sitting in there. Ooh, that's nasty looking. That tastes like swimming pool water. I don't drink swimming pool water as a habit, but that tastes like swimming pool water. So let's see what the filter will do. This goes on like this. It's even got a place for lanyard right there. A solid lid to put a good carabiner on here, and you'll be in good shape. All right, flip this up. It's amazing. I'm not joking, man. I'm not making this up. All the smell doesn't linger, and it doesn't taste like swimming pool water anymore. So that filter, the tap filter, on water out of an old pipe, galvanized pipe, at an old abandoned fish cleaning station in Texas. It's clean. So you guys need to think about one of these. I just, you know, they sent it to me to try it. I just tried it in one of the harshest situations I could think of. And this is Epic water filters out of Boulder, Colorado, people. I'm telling you, if you're going to the Rocky Mountain Highs, you'll switch from the Every Tap filter to the Everywhere filter. The Everywhere is the one that's more aggressive filtering for streams. And you know, when you're going to streams in Colorado or up in the Rocky Mountains, you want to get as close to the source as you can, because these days it's very low flow in the Rockies. Not a lot of water there to begin with. And any contaminants that get in there, it's going to be, you want to always take your water over, flowing water over rocks, okay, where it's getting oxygenated and purified. Don't forget that if you go to altitude like I used to do. I mean, my altitude back then, 9 to 12,000. So that gives you an idea of how far I would go to catch a little bitty brook trout or whatever. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Make sure you check these guys out at Epic out of Boulder, Colorado. I'll put a link to them also in the description. This is Texas Flycaster approved. Alvin, Dedeaux, you got to get you one of these.